Your news starts now.
Good evening, I'm Angela Morian.
And I'm Amber Worthy. Thanks for joining us for News 12 Now at 11.
A teen was killed in an ATV crash in Dunlap last night.
Yes, the THP, Tennessee Highway Patrol, says that teen was not wearing his helmet. THP says that the ATV was traveling on Harvey Cemetery Road. Investigators believe he lost control and exited the roadway. That's when officials believe he tried to get back onto the pavement and overcorrected before rolling. They say he was ejected and landed on the road. He was transported to the hospital in Chattanooga and died.
Well, Dade County Water and Sewer Authority says they've made all line repairs and that caused the recent boil advisory. Service has been restored. Required lab tests show that customers no longer need to boil their water and may resume normal activities. Again, this only affected customers on the south end of Lookout Mountain.
And the new hands-free law is being enforced beginning today in Georgia. This law states that cell phones cannot be in your hands at all while driving. Your cell phone now is illegal, even if it's just 1 second in your hand. With this holiday upon us, is one of the busiest travel periods in the year. The presence of law enforcement on the roadways will increase.
We know it's going to be a difficult issue, and plus being here on the Tennessee state line, we have Tennessee residents, so in Tennessee that law is not in effect. So as our Tennessee residents come to visit us maybe in Georgia and go to Costco and such, and then we've got to educate those folks as well that when you cross that state line, you're bound by that same law.
For more information about the new law, you can visit the link posted on our website, WDEF.com.
Well, also for the holiday, plenty of boaters will be hitting area lakes and rivers this week to celebrate the 4th, and the TWRA is reminding you about Tennessee's new boating laws. Officers will be out making sure boaters are complying. The law previously read that those renting boats did not have to pass the boater education exam. So if you plan to rent a boat for the holidays, you'll also need to take and pass that course.
July 1st of this year, we're going to have 2 new boating laws put into place. The first one being kind of like what it is with the move over law on the land. If you see flashing blue lights from an emergency vessel, you're supposed to yield no wake within 100 feet of that vessel.
The TWRA officers will also be checking for life vests and boat operators who have been drinking.
And retaliatory tariffs imposed by Canada went into effect today. The Canadian government has confirmed that it has imposed tariffs on U.S. exports worth more than $12 billion. They designed to be proportional based on the amount of steel and aluminum Canada ships to the U.S. last year. More than 40 U.S. steel products are now subject to tariffs of 25%, and a tax of 10% has been levied over 80 other American items, including toffee, maple syrup, coffee beans, and strawberry jam.
Well, for those of you like me who still like to buy CDs, you may be out of luck this summer, at least if you shop at Best Buy. The company will stop selling compact discs nationwide today. That's according to a February report from Billboard. The decision could be due to a fall in sales, though it's reportedly pulling out of CD sales. Best Buy will continue to carry vinyl for the next 2 years.
That is sad news.
It's very ironic.
Well, many of you may be planning to gather and celebrate for the 4th holiday.
But unfortunately, the fun and fireworks can be dangerous if you aren't careful. Mola Langi has more on how to stay safe.
Joseph Livingston is an active, healthy 7-year-old boy, but getting back here has been a long road. 2 years ago, Joseph and his family were at a barbecue watching fireworks.
Fireworks were out in the cul-de-sac. I think this is a pretty good safe distance. I mean, we're a good 60 feet away.
Joseph was hit, suffering 2nd and 3rd degree burns on his backside.
The firework went up his short leg and was in between his underwear and his shorts. It got caught on fire.
Nearly 13,000 people ended up in the ER last year because of fireworks injuries, and 8 people died. Dr. Therese Canaries at Johns Hopkins Hospital says burns are the most common.
Sometimes with flying projectiles, the eyes are vulnerable to injury. And in extreme circumstances, I have seen children who have been holding explosives and end up with amputations.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission hopes these demonstrations can prevent more injuries. Even just a sparkler can reach 2,000 degrees, as hot as a blowtorch.
Take precautions, make sure you have a bucket of water there. Make sure that you are watching those fireworks at all times. Don't relight a dud and don't stand over a firework. It could go off in your face.
Joseph spent 4 days in the hospital, needed months of follow-up, and is still receiving treatment.
He still gets very startled at loud noises. Thunder still scares him, but he's come a long way.
Be more careful than you think you have to be even.
His parents hope sharing his story will keep others safe. Mola Lengi, CBS News, Baltimore, Maryland.
Even if the injury seems minor, burn specialists say if you or your child get burned by fireworks, you should immediately seek medical care.
Now, Kaylee has a look at your forecast.